What's up, everybody? It's that time again. Like I said, every time the Bucks lose, I will go to Barrett's channel and do the drinking game. Which me, I'm doing this safe because I got the non-alcoholic Blue Moon, Belgian White. It's like one of these drinks that normally will, if I had the actual one, it'll make me go to sleep. But this one hasn't, and it actually got a good taste. So, like I said, I can drink my non-alcoholic beers and be happy and don't have to drink like actual alcohol. So yeah, like I said, it's coming up like 14 years of me being sober since July 2011. So yeah, happy about that, and I'm gonna keep it going, and you know I don't have the alcohol cravings, but sometimes when it comes to beer, I wouldn't mind it, but end up getting this. So this is gonna be the drinking game, and whenever y'all watching this, day, morning, or evening, if you want to play along or just drink like a water or something, or you want to do like actual shots, you can do that. But this is gonna be interesting, and I know I do too much reaction about Barrett, but like I say, he's on the young side and don't even know what's going on with the business and all the other stuff that's going on in the NBA. Like actually, like evolve. So anytime he said Kyle Kuzma's name, but I don't think he's going to say much because Kyle Kuzma did lead the team in scoring yesterday's game. So, maybe he'll say something about, his 3-point shooting is horrible or something like that. So, every time he mentioned Cal Kuzma and every time he mentions Chris Middleton, I'm going to take a drink. So, let me start it up and let's go.
Just 10 p.m. Eastern time this game. It's almost 1 a.m. and I'm up here for this. So, maybe that's all it is, but I'm almost just at a loss for words at this point. Going against the Warriors, no Steph Curry, second night of a back-to-back. Bucks were well rested, and just get dominated. Nice third quarter from the Bucks, but losing pretty much from the beginning, the entire game, and just terrible basketball.
Okay, they was in the lead at one point, and then especially what was it like they had built the lead like early in the fourth quarter, and yeah, and like I said, they had the lead in the third quarter. I'm sorry, then they lost the lead, but they brung it close at the end of the third quarter, and at one point they was down by 3. Then suddenly in the fourth quarter, they trying to double down in the paint, and that's the problem. Don't double down and play paint on defense. You got Brook there. Let him take care of that. If he needs assists, Giannis should help him, assist him. Not everybody else. Everybody else should, be guarding the 3-point line. At least doing that. And like I said in my last video talking about last night's game, I mentioned that I do completely blame Doc Rivers for this downfall. And I do blame a few players, of course, mainly Giannis and Dame. Because, although Giannis was passing the ball, in the first half, but in the second half, he just stopped. He tried to do hero ball. And, of course, Dame was always doing hero ball as late. He doesn't pass enough like he should, but I digress. And, all their shooting numbers, except for Brook Lopez, were pretty bad. Everybody, that played, except for Brook Lopez, had a, decent field goal percentages and a decent 3-point percentages too. And well, same thing with Torian Prince, but everybody else, just kind of flunk. Let's just put it that way, flunk.
Bucks, I think, all season, Doc Rivers coaching is just do whatever the defense tells you to do. Don't have an identity. Don't have anything you're trying to get to. Just, they double Dame. Dame, just give the ball up. Don't try to get the ball back to him. Just give the ball up and play off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the defense is deciding to do something and they're dictating you to do something, it's probably because your offense is less effective if you just do that thing. And so tonight, Giannis getting doubled and tripled, literally leaving Kuzma wide open. Just say, Kuzma, just shoot the open threes, open shots. And he does knock him down. Thank you. Thank you to Kuzma.
Said it twice. So, that's one. That's two. Moving on.
He did knock down some open threes tonight. But at the end of the day, when you have a guy that teams are just going to say, keep shooting them, buddy. At best, he'll knock down some threes, and the Seahawks offense will still not be that great because it's just leading to the guy can get 30, getting doubled and tripled, and shooting 5 of 16 and getting 20. And then on nights where Kuzma's not knocking down the wide open threes.
Sorry. I'm just waiting for him to mention Chris Middleton.
We're getting 20-piece or whatever it was by the Thunder the other night. And so, we're just playing right into the defense's hands. And at this point, I think it's out on the Bucks. Just leave Kuzma wide open and double it.
Another drink.
Triple Giannis. Maybe Kuzma will knock down some threes like tonight.
Here we go. I'm glad I can't get drunk off of non-alcoholic beer, so I'm happy with that. Okay, moving on.
Or maybe he won't, like against the Thunder the other night, and you'll have 10 points. But regardless, it'll slow down Giannis, who had 21 points against the Thunder, and now 20 points tonight, and just basically get double and tripled all game. Shout out to Draymond Green. He was dominant defensively. Maybe he deserves some Defensive Player of the Year consideration. Definitely got to give him credit as well. Other than that, Brokeback Mountain just washed defensively. He did make the shots, but it's just like teams are going to be like, okay, Brokeback Mountain, knock down a couple middies, knock down a couple threes, okay. We'll live with that, and what we're going to do is just know that you really don't run much offensively. You really don't have much of a defined roles for these guys. We're just going to double Giannis and Dame all night, and go beat us, Brokeback Mountain. Go beat us, Kyle Kuzma. And so I'm not being fooled by the silly stats that are just because teams are leaving them open, personally. And then Dame, for Giannis, I'm a little bit more excuse ready because the last 2 games, he was guarded by Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren was there on the double, as well as other guys digging in there as well. Today he was guarded by Draymond and guys like Quentin Post in there underneath as well, to where that's a lot to go up against, and he's still doing positive things out there. Yes, 5 of 16, but still a 20-piece, 10 of 15 from the line, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, only 1 turnover. So I'm not going to be super hard on Giannis about that. But Dame tonight, boy, did he look washed. I've been saying he's not.
I wouldn't say he's like totally washed. I think with his position where he's at right now, beginning to like a winning culture, he's still not used to it. Like, he has his own golf games and stuff like that. You think it like him being from like Oakland, at least like very close to San Francisco, I believe. I could be wrong. But you're from California, and that should be good home advantage for Dame. But right now, it's not starting to look that way. Like I said, trying to take it in, getting triple team and double team, triple team, and just don't pass the ball. So, 4 assists. You're a point guard. You got to do better than that. You got to try to make smart plays, smart decisions. And, Giannis too. Need to do smart decisions. But, I don't care what he says about Kyle Kuzma today. Although, he made these attempts and stuff like that, like, I'm not, like, happy that, 5 or 13 from 3, but at least, 7 to 16 is somewhat okay, but not as worse as, Dame with, like, 6 to 18, or Giannis with 5 to 16, so, like I said, we're not counting Taurean Prince, because he didn't attempt that much shots, and Yeah, you got your, if you want to call them the big four, they took the most of the shots. The only person that had the good goal percentage and 3 point percentage is Brook Lopez, but his rebounding's got to be better. And no, he did not have any blocks. Period. So players know how to other NBA players know how to handle Lopez. He got to I was happy in the beginning that he lost some weight, but he's still going slow. So he might need to do some yoga and do some more weight over the summer and try to get his footwork going. Like now in the post, we know he's good at footwork, but defense, he gotta have better footwork.
Not washed. He's getting coached by Doc Rivers. He has an organization with Jimmy Haslam meddling and having guys like Kyle Kuzma around him. All this and all
He said it again.
that. And Dame did have a nice defensive third quarter. And he had a few nice minutes offensively in the fourth quarter, foul baiting and getting some and one free throw and one floaters. But also missing layups at the very end of the game, missing good looks for three. And when he's trying to create, struggling to get any space. Pretty rough from Dame. Then off the bench, just guys that aren't really getting open looks because it's just pick and roll. Everybody else stands there. Dribble a handoff.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody stands there.
Yep, he is right about that. That's the sad part. You got your center moving around a little bit. Then you got your Giannis moving around a little bit, and you got everybody else just trying to wait to like shoot a three. Which that's the old Coach Budenholzer's playbook. So one of the reasons I'm gonna say with Doc Rivers is because he doesn't come up with his own offensive play. He's supposed to be this good defensive mind, and yeah, they did. They're right now they're in the top 10 in defense at the moment, but they need to do something with the offense. Um, Not having like three guys that are good 3 point shooters just staying around and just hoping they'll get like a catch. At least you have one person wait in the corner and have like the rest of everybody else, run around, try to cut or make a move. Plus, I said only probably a few people that that's doing like the cut and move would be Gary Trent Jr. and Kevin Porter Jr. Nobody else ain't cutting. It's like what the hell?
And so Gary shooting some other threes. AJ Green shooting some other threes. Kevin Porter Jr. was a guy that was able to kind of break some things up and kind of throw defenses off and throw a little wrench into things. But tonight didn't really have it so much. And Ryan Rollins just 5 minutes of not much.
Yeah, they didn't play that much.
So it's almost at the worst point you could be with a team, where, I guess it could be worse, but you're good enough to feel like I'll still get my hopes.
Yeah, they only lost by 11, so it's not that big of a deal. But at least I think I would have been more happier if it was a very close game and they just lost. That I can accept, but when you had the lead at one point, then then lost it, bring it close, it just never recovered. So I don't know. It's like the substitution decisions on Doc that's causing the Bucks just scoring like less than 15 points or like around 15 points in the quarter, especially like when it comes to the second half, the fourth quarter, which I mentioned there would be like the most problems. Yeah, doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't.
Hopes up that Dame and Giannis could take over and maybe we can make a run. But at the end of the day, maybe it would be better if I was hopeless, because it would be better to just be hopeless and just like not care at this point than watch this disaster of a Bucks team losing to the Warriors without Stephen Curry. And I'm sorry, yes, to me it's a disaster being 38-30 in a year where Giannis and Dame have been there the vast majority of the time. To me, it's a disaster to be losing to the Warriors without Steph Curry on the second night of a back-to-back. Yeah, so pretty rough. tough stuff to watch. Pretty terrible top to bottom. Jimmy Haslam buying this team.
Leave Jimmy Haslam
Really
alone.
made this team a tough watch at this point, but yeah, I don't have that much to say. Maybe I'm just cranking up late. Drop a comment, hit that like.
Yeah, you're getting upset, and I'm surprised. You done good in not saying Chris Middleton's name. So, that's good, but as for right now, leave the owners out of this. Because Jimmy Haslam is like a majority owner of the Bucks. But then you got Wes Elms that's a majority owner, and of course, mainly the one that's calling the shots. Got like Wisconsin ties here. Leave the owners alone for now. They got too much going on in their plate. And it's like you're not realizing it that, that they got too much on their plate, and you just gotta think. That's probably like, the best moves that they can do. And be happy somebody end up, taking Chris Middleton instead, being there for the rest of the season, and we will probably end up being like worse and worse. And I do got to give Kyle Kuzma props because he did have some good defense on Jimmy Butler, which good thing Jimmy Butler didn't go crazy, but at least he made them a lot of turnovers, and like I mentioned, I think they had like 18 turnovers to the Bucks 9 turnovers. So yeah, they had something right having Kyle Kuzma maybe guard their best guy, or sometimes they did with Giannis, like guarding Jimmy Butler. So that was a great move too, defensive wise. But I don't think it's too much like a defensive problem per se. I think it's more of an offensive problem that you need somebody in your assistant coach that's like a offensive specialist, like they could have had with Terry Stotts. So yeah, they gotta look. Doc gotta fire some of these assistant coaches. Always keep Vin Baker, but and plus keep Darvin Ham, but you need somebody that's like an offense specialist that can help these guys like move the ball more, because Doc Rivers, I defended you all this time, and you got to have offensive coach in the offseason that can draw offensive plays, so you got to do a little bit better than that, like seriously. But seems like I didn't drink that much, but I am gonna drink the rest of it, so I won't like have it wasted and be like, wait till the next game or whatever. So I'm not gonna do that. But y'all drop y'all opinions on here. The Barrett did finally, made some points, and he just still couldn't get like Kyle Kuzma out of his mouth. So probably some of y'all, if y'all taking shots, y'all probably be half drunk or something like that. The many times you mentioned Kyle Kuzma, either positive or negative, you can understand if it was positive, but had too much negative. And I was gonna do it when it came to like Jimmy Haslam, the owner, the majority owner. Well, one of the majority owners, I should say. Yeah, because he can't keep his name out of his mouth. And it's like, the dude just joined, the franchise, this, was it late last season? And it's not even like his full season with them yet. And the man, he got the cash, so if he's gonna end up, spending in the off season, so who might as well. But probably my thoughts is Brook Lopez should retire, because maybe his offense is still good. He can still play, but you're not helping this team if you're not getting rebounds and getting blocks every day like you should. You're really not helping the team at all. Maybe you stepping up as a like offensively, and I said you'd probably be like the best third option. But you seen guys like smaller go past you and stuff like that. Maybe because Doc Rivers maybe give him too much minutes. Maybe that's the case, but I don't know, but like you can post in the paint like offense, but you got to keep up with the defensive wise too. Not let every single Tom, Dick, and Harry pass you up and try to block your shot. Try to block a shot, and they get past you and end up making a shot. So like I said, I'm still hopeful. I'm not gonna call it anything yet. I think they can still do some damage. Because you got Bobby Portis not there, and you got Jericho Sims that's not playing until the playoffs. So things can change from then to there. Maybe they'll be stuck on the fifth seed and go against the rematch with the Pacers. So we already got them good in the season series. So crazy things can happen. Maybe we pass them in the first round and face maybe I think it's gonna be Cleveland probably in the second round if they stay in that position. But there's still a little bit time for them to get to the third seed as well if like the Knicks keep on losing. But then again, I know they won their 2 games as of late, so we can only hope. If you like this video, please like. If you want to check out Barrett's Bucks breakdown channels, if you're a Bucks fan, go ahead. Go ahead and join. And y'all comment on what y'all think of his takes or what you think of my takes about when it comes to Milwaukee Bucks basketball. So anyways, check out our channel. We don't just talk about Milwaukee Bucks. We talk about comic book movies and TV news, Milwaukee development, and also talk about wrestling. So we will have some more wrestling content coming up this week. So if you get a chance, please check it out. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Hopefully we can get there. So without you guys, there would be no us. Like I said, over 2,500 videos and counting. So maybe we probably passed that line, but not sure yet. We'll see. Also, get a chance, check out the website, wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com, where videos like this. Like a solo Bucks page with pictures we took at events there and some of the players that me and the missus met. Also check out wrestling events that we post on there for like upcoming events in the Midwest, and also pictures we took at wrestlers and pictures we took at some wrestling events in the Milwaukee area and some parts of Wisconsin. And I think, did I even went to a show in Illinois? No, it's been a long time since I went to a show in Illinois, but I know I'm planning on doing it this year. So anyways, like I said, please check out the website, and plus upcoming meet and greet with Hernandez, the former TNA star. So if a little bit of information is on that so far. So like I said, hopefully within the next 8 weeks we will have more. So thanks again, guys. Until the next video, you guys have a good one.